Goblin House Studios.
Welcome to our actual play tabletop podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 35 of our actual play tabletop podcast. I'm Matt, and I play Shrimp Stomp.
I'm Bianca, and I play Leilathia.
I'm Jojo, and I play Ninx.
I'm Spook Jam, and I play Galliot Delaric.
Hey everyone, I'm Cody, and I play Thoradin Stronghollow.
And the Beachmaster is me, Adam. We had a bit of a spooky episode last time. Our party had left the village of Malar after discovering that anything they tried to drink turned into this briny blood, which Shrimp Stomp described as battle blood, which I like. The villagers of Malar kind of seemed to be unhappy about this, and they were going to confront you, but y'all gracefully departed and tried to leave. You saw an ugly mutant dolphin that was dead that washed up on the beach with purple eyes, which reminded you of the kidnapper that you defeated in episode 1 and 2 that tried to take Delsinora and put that collar around her neck. Further down the beach, you saw more footprints of Satoan and Umaira, which basically handed back to Thoradin the axe he had left as an offering for Satoan, but now it had a dangerous aura to it, leaving him with the perhaps suggestion to kill the Fae, kill them all. Which Cody kind of is interpreting as to kill a certain percentage of the party. But they made camp, and during their nightly offerings, or rather nightly praise of the Fae Queen, the lady beneath the waves, Galliot did something a little bit different. He spoke to the sea gods to see what their perspective was on this Fae Queen, who seems to have some kind of dominion over the ocean also. Like there's an overlap between the two. And a voice told him that it felt like the Fae Queen was a usurper. It was his domain, and that she was trying to claim it was hers. And he was very unhappy with that, saying that I bled for these shores, they're mine. And the voice it used was from a respected elder that Galliot once knew. And similarly, the voice that suggested to Thoradin that he might kill the Fae was that of a respected elder of his past as well. As he's pointing at Fae in the party, like he's putting a target on him. Or a mark, so to speak, as that everyone is branded with and forgot about long ago. Thoradin was eager to find out the properties of this axe, so he convinced Ninx to give one of the pearls for the Identify spell, which he did and discovered that it was a potent weapon against fighting the Fae. Ninx wanted to try to detect if it might be evil. There was a worry it might be cursed.
Or it might do harm too.
Or do harm to Thoradin, maybe. But you got no such indication. Although Delsinora pointed out that cursed weapons are so powerful they're able to hide their curse from such attempts to root them out, insidious as they are. You're all bedding down. Have you gone to sleep yet, or are you still winding down for the night?
Leilathia has meditated already, and she's just...
Already meditated.
Ninx found her little rock.
Shrimpstop was sitting in his tent, and he took out his little flask of water and opened it and smelled it and kind of looked at it to see if maybe him praising the Fey Queen saved him from having battle blood water.
It's the same. It's the same.
He doesn't pour it out. He just plugs it back up and goes ahead and he lays down and pets his little pet rat. Goes off to sleep.
Galliot, do you do anything before bed?
I'll take first watch.
Okay. Delsinora is always on watch and she doesn't sleep. She has flipped to the page of her spell book that once held the Identify spell, but got ruined by the being in the mud for days, and just kind of looks wistfully at it, wishing she could re-examine it and, learn more about what may have gone on, but no luck.
I mean, I have Identify. Could I tell her about it?
One, we need another pearl, and two, it's already been identified.
Oh, I meant like about the spell itself.
Oh, right. You know that it tells you basically who made an item, what powers it has, how to use the powers, all sorts of properties about it. I'm only excluding whether or not it's cursed.
Gotcha.
Thoradin is happily sleeping.
Is he just clutching the axe, smiling?
Yeah, he's got his like hand on it because it's like he derives like comfort from it.
He's really leaning into this cursed axe. He goes,
Oh, what?
I'm assuming he interprets it as cursed based on his responses.
Now we know.
Mm-hmm.
Slip of the tongue.
It wasn't said enough times. All right, well, y'all go to sleep. You don't have a great sleep because you haven't drunk anything since early afternoon of that day, so you're probably pretty damn thirsty. But you get through the night. You're not harassed by any short kings
Yay.
or anything.
You survived the night.
And the sun rises. I bet some of you had weird dreams.
I don't know, did we?
Maybe, up to you. All right. Well, from what you know, the village of Ronwin is probably about a day away. The village which has been denied the blessing of the Fey Queen now. She revoked it for their crime. Do you do anything of interest in the morning?
No.
I just cook up a little bit of food.
What type of food? Is it kind of wet?
Mm-hmm. I mean, like more clam.
More clam.
Cooking in a little bottle,
It's all the
out of a
water
little bottle of oil.
in the clam.
Any of the juices kind of turn a dark pinkish red color.
Oh.
Damn it.
Do you go ahead and eat it?
I'm gonna try one.
It doesn't taste as good as it ought to. Very metal, irony kind of taste and salty, but other than that, it seems fine.
None of us are going to be having iron deficiencies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to worry about that.
Yummy, yummy.
And so thus far, no one is gulping down this blood. Am I correct?
Besides Thoradin.
You take a drink or two, right?
Yeah.
And you sit,
I tasted it and spit it out.
taste it, and spit it out. So that's all. You're gonna have to tell me if you start drinking this blood.
I most definitely didn't even try because Moonshadow's face let me know. That's a no-go.
Through the night, he kept smelling it and wrinkling his nose, and
I already did.
strange. Something about it isn't right. That wasn't his voice at all. I'm
Pretty
sorry.
close.
Something about this just isn't right.
So just going out a limb here, I'm actually kind of getting the feeling that it's not the fake queen's doing.
Maybe this is a drink that'll make us more powerful. Everybody chug.
No, I highly doubt that.
Chug, chug, chug.
Can I check my water again?
Yes.
Because you did specifically say that I had its blessing.
The whatever you spoke to by the
When I
water.
spoke to him, yes.
You look at it, and at first it looks like the briny blood. You keep looking at it.
Yeah.
It begins to, the cloudiness starts to go away, and it becomes clearer. It's not perfectly clear like it was, but most of that blood has gone away.
I'm gonna taste test it. What do my bongos look like?
Moonshadow, go smell
Very
it.
important.
They're still painted.
They're still sticky.
They've
red
dried. They've
Okay.
dried, but they're still painted whatever color it was.
Okay.
It doesn't taste perfect, but it's a hell of a lot better. Your body like, give me some more.
I'm not gonna drink a bunch of it. I'm gonna go over to Thoradin and see. I'm gonna hand you the water.
What's this?
Hold this for a second.
Okay.
It bubbles and that disgusting briny blood returns.
Okay.
But you saw for a moment it looked somewhat drinkable.
What did you do?
So last night I
I'm
went.
gonna hand it back to him.
Yeah, I take it. Last night,
It gets clearer again.
I went down to the shore and I asked Neocles and any other sea gods how they felt. And something spoke back.
Like your god?
No,
What do you mean no?
no,
The fake queen?
no. He said I had its blessing.
After you knelt or
Yeah.
you bowed.
Well,
I don't know what to think of it yet. So,
good for you, lad.
Okay. Anything else?
So I'm gonna look at the water, and I'm kind of like looking at like a little bit of like need.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
little bit of
Yeah.
Galliot's not feeling great that he is the only drinkable substance. He's gonna try the same thing.
What if you pour it in Thornton's mouth?
I think it's gonna
Please do.
change
Please
halfway
do.
through.
Yeah, change midstream.
Yeah.
Do you drink any more of it to like quench your parched thirst?
I think I'm gonna check with everyone else, do the same test, see if they can drink it first.
Everyone experiences the same thing that you just had
What
with
about
Thorvin.
Moonshadow?
Yeah.
Moonshadow too.
What about the horse?
You give it to the horse,
The horse that
The
we
horse.
definitely remember.
who has been wanting to wander off at every turn.
The horse that
Um,
we've been taking care of.
That you quote unquote been taken care of.
That we've mentioned
doing
and
great.
loved in every single episode.
Responsibility. It's
I'm
her
sorry.
horse.
I'm sorry. Whose basket cabbage is on there?
Everyone's.
I believe it was yours, sir.
Basket cabbage.
I didn't know what to call it. Carcass?
It's a sled.
Basket cabbage.
Basket cabbage. Like the
Hell.
plant.
No, your attempt to give water to the horse fails in the same way.
What did the horse do? I don't say that out loud. Like, that's out of character. But like, what did the horse do?
The horse
Oh,
is
no.
Why are
guilty
you
by
punishing the horse, Adam?
What did the villagers do? Not a damn thing.
When it becomes Shrimp Stomp's turn to hold the flask and sees that it turns, he's gonna go, "Howie Meyer, I'm so thirsty."
No dice.
No
I'm sorry.
dice.
No
Damn.
dice. Damn, can't guilt trip the gods into this.
No.
It doesn't seem that she has the magical power to just affect that from wherever she's dwelling right now. But who knows? Maybe the gods just don't pay attention sometimes. You really don't know.
Maybe they just don't
But-
care about you.
Umaira is so loving.
Mm-hmm.
Why would she not want to help you? It's weird.
It would just further his suspicion that she wasn't actually there on the beach.
Mm.
Maybe we'll see rain soon.
I actually rolled with disadvantage on that.
It's a nice number you got there.
What are we rolling?
I was rolling to see if Thoradin would actually just like stop and think about that for a second. Like, wait, hold on. Satoan was here. He gave me a weapon, but he didn't cure the water thing.
Yeah.
But I actually got a 7 on that, so he doesn't stop to think
He
about
doesn't
that.
stop to think about it.
Galliot is definitely thinking about that. Not specifically your water thing, but how I'm the only one who has something semi-consumable. And all I did was...
I guess you'll have to make the suggestion to everyone else
Yeah.
to do what you did.
You just became
I
a
don't think
warlock.
he wants to suggest it yet.
I don't blame him. It's pretty spooky.
No, all Thoradin's thinking about is the mission that was given to him by Satoan.
That and combined with Shrimp Stomp being suspicious and Thoradin acting a bit weird.
Well, have y'all made way by this point?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and like I'll finish like eating the clams that I made.
Does anyone else eat these clams?
No. Shrimp
I-
Stomp's eating his rations.
Yeah, I still have rations left.
Yeah, Ninx ate some of her
I,
berries and nuts that she has.
My
The
health
berries taste a
berries.
little bit weird. The nuts are fine.
My health berries.
Even
And some-
your good berries.
Even the good berries?
They just taste a little weird.
Well, poo.
What is your rations, Shrimp Stomp?
Probably just whatever dry hardtack is.
Okay,
And
that
it's very,
very dry.
very dry, lasts forever type of stuff.
It doesn't seem to taste any different. Galliot, what is your
He's got
breakfast?
granola. He likes
Okay,
granola.
you're fine then.
Well, where's your spiders?
Spiders?
Oh, yeah.
Spiders are a snack.
I bet he's already eaten all
Yeah.
the spiders by this point.
Well, I suppose it's time we get going.
Well, you head down the beach, thinking these odd thoughts and worries and concerns you've had. When it comes to about noon, I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oof.
Oh Lord, no! I don't want it.
20. Dirty 20.
Okay.
Which one do I want to use?
21.
Okay.
Hold on. Where's my little? Oh, there it is.
Where?
I'm using my little dice.
Oh, say roll it again on the hard side.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna do.
So there's like
Always
three different
rolling a
numbers.
hard surface.
It-
Lord have
Yeah,
mercy.
but I had a better number.
Go with the 13.
I am.
Because I got a 9.
Oof.
Yeah. It's a 7 plus 2.
Yeah, plus
Oof.
2.
So this plus 2 plus
No, what did you roll?
11.
11 plus 2.
Okay. So 13.
I should have made something more clear. Galliot, you did not have to make a Constitution save.
Oh yeah, that's right, because you have water. Mug him.
Okay. So
If
who
we
ro-
mug him, it'll turn whatever for
Just
us.
don't look at it.
okay, Bianca and Ninx, what did y'all roll?
I had a 15.
13.
Okay. Leilathia, you are feeling pretty crappy. You really wish you had some water. You're starting to feel exhausted and weary. Or your lips are parched and you're...
I'll have to slow down on my sky thistle.
Maybe.
I will.
Moon's Shadow's looking a little haggard too. He's not panting as much. He looks very grumpy.
Isn't he usually?
Your horse is really starting to misbehave and show signs of dehydration.
Thanks, Thornton.
I didn't do
Thanks.
anything.
Could
No, I'm actually sorry.
yeah, could Galliot possibly carry Moonshadow so that he's not exerting himself as much?
That might help. You could do that.
Okay,
So
I'm gonna carry the fox then.
Leilathia,
Mm-hmm.
Moon's Shadow, and the horse now have disadvantage on all ability checks.
Mm-hmm.
Noted. Well, if we fight, we'll have to set them aside.
Damn.
Just your ability checks.
And the horse was
Not
our
your-
best warrior too.
Thornton's offended.
Thornton is offended for shrimp stomp.
Aw.
It's all fun and games until you give the horse a battle axe. Or a mace.
So a bit afternoon, not long afternoon, further into the afternoon, you all start feeling a little more tired, kind of vulnerable, a little less confident. You probably attribute it to the curse that most of you have. But in game terms,
I love game terms.
here's what you've experienced. You have entered the area in which the Fey Queen has revoked her blessing. Now, you may have noticed in 5th edition, when you go to sleep for the night, you magically just heal all your wounds. You could have fallen onto a chainsaw and almost died the day before, but somehow resting just takes care of it. It's a fantasy world. You've just stepped into the real world now. That wondrous, life-preserving magic, literally, the source of it are the Fae, or the genies in the south. They have what has made Achaea into this much more habitable place. You're in the real world now. You do not heal all your hit points upon resting. You heal your constitution modifier +1.
So what I'm hearing is all our magic is now going to be coming from coffee.
Maybe. But
And tax returns.
your mortality feels a little more real. 'Cause if you take a whole lot of beatings, you might need to rest a couple days to recover from your wounds. Your characters don't automatically know this, but I'm communicating that so you can, that feeling of mortality has some numbers put to it now. So you have entered the vicinity of Ronwin.
Thanks, Thornton.
Thanks, Thornton.
Thanks, Thornton.
You're welcome.
You need to go and pray for all of our salvation.
This is one of the things the Fey Queen has done by revoking her blessing from this place.
Well, we all just immediately collapse and die because,
That will take several days.
Well, we don't have several days.
That's not my
I better
fault.
find that stupid fish lady.
Not my fault.
We're going caving. Hooray! It's beach episode time.
You see up ahead of you a little something on the beach. It's a dead shore king. And it's missing its biggest claw.
Aw.
Leilathia, make a survival check. At disadvantage, of course.
all your towers. Oh no, Myra.
You're right. Her nubs are amazing.
Wait till you see the painting I'm gonna make soon.
Hey, that's better than what you've been rolling.
Remember, it's disadvantage.
what was
You roll
it?
twice and take the
Yeah.
lowest.
Roll,
gotta roll
roll
again.
again.
Big money, big money.
Oh,
Yeah, at least it's not a critical fail.
It's one off.
What was it that I was? The survival thing?
That was
Yes.
that was tracking because you see there's just kind of some
oh yeah.
weird.
Nope, you just get
It's just survival.
Okay.
plus.
So it's a solid 3.
Okay.
Okay.
You see that there's just some lines in the sand going in the same direction you are. You know, you can't tell what they were.
Somebody's raking.
Someone's raking. Is what it is.
Oh my god, they've got
They're trying to keep
garden.
they're trying to keep the beach clean.
You keep going. You see 2 more shore kings dead, missing their biggest claw.
Hmm.
Can
And
I do
those
an
Rake
investigation?
markings get a little bit bigger. Investigate, sure.
Yeah. Because he's still... Galliot's still concerned as to why they didn't see any Shore Kings at all during the night.
They,
He was expecting there to be
That is-
hordes of them.
that is something. They sure plagued you early on, didn't they?
Mhm.
Well, see, it's because we're in the real world now, and a crab that large couldn't possibly exist, so they just collapsed them
No,
via their own weight and died.
no, that means you're a poor fisherman laid up in bed for a month because they got their legs severed by a shore king.
I said investigation, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a dirty 20.
Perfect. You see, there's some wounds on the crab. They look like penetrations,
Mhm.
and well, rather in the sand nearby is the broken pieces of an arrow, where the arrowhead has been salvaged, and the feathers stripped off, and just the broken wooden shaft lying there. So someone must have used arrows to kill this thing.
Okay. Do I know anything about the raking marks at all?
Well, you've seen 3 shore kings without their biggest claw. It's their most impressive feature. It'd make a great trophy.
Mm.
Maybe a hunter is killing them, taking their claws, and their big claws. They're heavy. Maybe he's dragging them behind him, thus covering up all his footprint.
Someone is definitely eating.
Few people eat them. Few people
The
eat them.
Windex.
the Windex flavored crab meat.
I think if it was Clorox flavored, we'd be in big trouble.
Maybe the older ones taste like Clorox.
Yeah. It upgrades from Windex to Clorox.
Gonna find me some Clorox flavored ones and some ammonia flavored ones and make me some beach mustard gas.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason I wanted, what was it, potassium before we left.
Oh my god.
Shrimp sounds like I am death.
Y'all keep going.
Yes.
You eventually see a figure far down the beach, wearing a gray cloak. And of course, he's distant. You can't see many details, but you see he is leveling a bow at something out in the water.
Oh, not at us.
Yeah, I was
Not
like, oh
even.
I
man.
was like,
I was in panic too. I was like, oh crap, here we go.
His back is to you. You're coming up behind him.
So then we get our arrows.
And there is a bundle kind of nearby on the ground, too.
So
We keep going.
Okay. When you get closer, you see it's a hunter with a gray cloak. He's been dragging by a rope a tied up collection of Shore King claws, only the most biggest and impressive ones.
good for him.
As you get closer, you see he nails one that was just coming out of the water and confidently strives over to it, severs the claw, examines it, takes it over, and ties it onto his bundle.
Fantastic shot, sir.
By which time he looked up and saw you all. That's what you opened with?
Mhm.
He raises his bow kind of in a hurrah, gesture. It was, wasn't it?
Aye, it was.
Thank you for saying so. You look a little worse for wear.
Nothing we can't handle.
We're dying of dehydration.
I'm so thirsty.
Well, we're not far from Ronwin. We can get a drink there. My name is Eversair Greycloak, by the way.
I'm sorry, could you say that again, sir?
I'd be happy to, young lady. He looks you over. Now, this guy, he has long blonde hair.
Big. Oh my gosh. Okay, go ahead.
Big old dick. He has long blonde hair. He has a braid going down one side of his face.
Does he reek of sky thistle?
He smells like crab right now.
Now,
It smells like Windex.
now, if we had put a number to how big his cock is.
Oh my gosh, can I roll for this one?
Later, if you go to find out.
Hey.
He has a nice broad jaw, kind of a little bit of scruff, not much. A little scar near his mouth. Kind of a dashing smile. Hazel eyes. Nice aquiline, strong nose. His cloak is gray, but there's very subtle leaf patterns kind of textured into it. It's a really interesting cloak. And his bow is a weird blue wood. I'd be happy to repeat my name, young South Boone elf. Leilathia. I'm Eversair Greycloak.
It's a mouthful, sir. Shut it up.
He raises his eyebrow
He said his name's Eversair Greycloak.
and he says, "Perhaps so."
Well, this is awkward now.
We're literally dying.
It's working on both of them.
Oh my goodness.
We'll do a stat check on this guy's charisma.
It's 17.
Oof.
Oh shit, that's exactly mine. Oh my god, same charisma, bro. Same charisma.
Same charisma.
Fist bump him.
Fist.
Wait, before we go there, you're aware that Ronman has a bit of a problem these days, right? Are you sure you want to travel there?
Yeah, we're in search of something.
And water.
So am I.
And water. We're well aware.
He goes, oh, and he doesn't
Leilathia
He doesn't
is just
disagree.
swooning.
Just lay Lathia
Oh my God, oh my
one
God.
more once over.
I'm simply in seek of trophies.
Uh-huh.
Leilathia walks away.
She's not a trophy. He's a hunter. He's got like a row of crab claws behind him.
What are you gonna do with all that nasty meat?
Oh, I'm getting rid of that.
Oh,
These things
okay,
are
good.
inedible.
I was worried. It makes your teeth all squeaky.
You ate some?
Yeah,
He did. Yeah, he did.
He tried it, yeah.
it's not very good.
I tried to warn them.
Well, you've learned something, haven't you? That's nice. These are going to be mounted in my lodge.
He Shrimpstomp adjusts his very nice tall hat. And
I understand.
Clearly. Well, why are you traveling with this group? Are you do you have an agreement? Does he belong to you?
Oh, whoa there. We
He-
don't do stuff
he-
like that.
He is a friend.
Nice.
Yes, my name is Shrimpstomp.
You seem quite eloquent. You must be a good goblin.
Oh,
He's
yes,
very-
the rest of them didn't like me much. Kicked me out.
Bastards. Mm.
It's okay. Gross caves. Yucky hole.
Better hunting grounds elsewhere.
Yes, indeed.
Well, I think I'm laden with enough trophies now. I'm heading for Ronwin myself. Maybe we could travel together.
I'm so down.
You're thirsty in two different ways.
She is one thirsty elf.
I want to live.
Yes, she does.
He's got
to live before I die.
He's got the nectar that'll hydrate her.
No, because now I'm thinking, it's like, would it turn red?
Oh, as soon as it hits her,
Oh no.
Yeah.
and be like, I must be suffering kidney failure.
He panicked. It'd make him think he's dying.
No, it's not you, it's me.
If you were gonna do it, that would be the
Any spit turns red too.
Yeah.
I'll cough on the mic.
Well, we'd like to.
Hey, got Thorin too.
I just rolled.
We turned
Damn.
into a thirsty party. In more ways
Well, you
than one.
haven't had a drink.
Oh my god, can Galliot roll a charisma check? Just like passive aggressively doing the exact same things he's doing. So like
To like
to like the party, yeah.
go ahead.
Okay. So oh fuck, hold on. There we go. That's 15 plus 3.
It's an 18.
Yeah.
Who are you trying to charm and how? if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it.
Seeing as he's come on to everybody, apparently, very strongly.
He's just a friendly dude.
Yeah.
I was just like stuttering over my words.
Yeah, we all saw it. Yeah, we all saw it.
Galliot's just gonna be like super charismatic with them as well, so
Okay.
he wants to be friends.
All right. What do you say to him?
I don't know. Hold on. Well, we've been well informed of the situation Ronwin's in, and we hope to. What is the word? Provide some relief.
No kidding. You're here to solve the problem.
Possibly. Hopefully.
I'm impressed. Maybe I'm in the presence of some heroes. Well, I'm honored.
We're in search of the creature.
We're in search of a mermaid.
I was
I'm
going
glad
to
you
say,
said
The creature. Oh,
No.
yeah, we just have a Tarrasque in the basement.
no, I was waiting for him to ask.
His name's Charles.
I was waiting for him to ask what creature, and I was going to actually say a lovely, beautiful mermaid.
Mm.
Instead of you just like jumped right in.
Jumped right in. Ah, the mermaid kidnapped. I heard
she-
about that.
she
That's one
may-
of the reasons I've come out here.
She may not have been kidnapped.
Oh, really? That's curious.
So there, it may be a little bit of a gray area.
Hmm.
We're unsure.
What I was hoping is maybe the Fae would come and try to rescue her.
There are fae.
He looks down at his trophy claws. Well, let's get moving. How we can talk as we travel.
Aye, that'd be great.
Anyways, a side note. Actually, never mind. I was gonna ask, so it isn't technically, like, the majority of the party, at least part Fae, but we've already had a conversation about how you don't consider goblins and orcs to be Fae in the same way.
Yeah, level 1, I think, their fantasy origin is Fae, like goblins are really just fairies. Because of their common fantasy interpretation, I'm going to say in Achaea, orcs and goblins are not. Orcs are closer to being like humans, and goblins are closer to being like halflings and gnomes. Like maybe distantly in the past they separated. Elves but gnomes and halflings and elves, they've got a lot of Fae blood. But they are not the supernatural Fae that live in the fairy realm or spirit world where they dwell. So we're going to call those high Fae that rule over all the others to distinguish the two.
So it's like on a slider.
Yeah.
From
Yeah.
human having almost like no Fae blood to
I'd put dwarf even further down.
yeah, dwarves even further down.
Yeah.
I the superior.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, whenever I'm holding that axe, am I like feeling those two? 'Cause you said it. You said it like
It detects when they're near. I think I said. You know they're there, but you don't feel any kind of magical ping.
Okay, that's all I want to know.
He keeps pointing at me. So you're going to rescue the mermaid or something like that?
Something like that.
More so have a conversation.
Well, young lady, that's going to be difficult, I'm afraid. From what I hear, some really nasty sea bandits have her hidden in a cave. This whole town's worth of people can't do anything about it. It's going to take some heroes. He looks around at all of you.
Again, I'm not quite sure she was kidnapped.
Now, I wouldn't call us heroes.
Thorin's definitely a hero.
And they may be nasty and they may be bandits, but
Perhaps so. As you said, it's a gray area, but sometimes gray areas get glossed over in the big scheme of things, don't they?
that's why I say we're not necessarily here to rescue her.
I was just wondering.
This guy's a bit weird. I don't say that, but what this guy's a bit weird.
First he was charming, and now he's weird.
He's actually one of the sea bandits.
Yeah.
He very well could be. That's why I'm choosing my words carefully.
Ninx, simultaneously trusting and untrusting of everyone.
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this is exactly why we're here. But we're not gonna do that. Don't worry.
Well, Minx had already said she wasn't there to necessarily save the mermaid anyways. Because from what she already knows and what she told y'all, she got herself caught.
Yeah. He's just
doesn't-
charmed by y'all and thinks maybe you're heroes, that's all.
I wouldn't call myself a hero.
A voice from the sky says, "That's for sure." No, that's not true. You've done many heroic actions to save the party. All right. Well, as you're traveling together, the beach kind of winds and waves, and ahead of you, you see jutting out of the sea a gigantic wall, one of the sea walls that you've heard about that are out in the ocean that were built by an ancient culture, probably to try to control this crazy tide. It stretches way out, and then parts of it are falling into the sea, and further down there's more of it falling into the sea. It's created like these artificial islands just going way out into the sea. And as you round a bend, you see that where that wall meets the land, kind of continues on and then just turns into rubble. And right where the cliffs and that rubble meet the wall, you see evidence of a little village. I mean a town, I'm sorry. A settlement. Let's call it a settlement. While still within sight of it, you see a little cabana with some boats under it and some fishermen working on the boats. And they look up and see you go by and kind of, these guys look dejected. They just look right back down. They don't even say hello or look at you for very long. These guys aren't happy. As you go further down, there's a man sitting on a log, and he's weaving some nets together. It's just his hands, but his face is just kind of looking off into nothing. And he stops when he hears your footfalls in the sand. Who goes there?
I'm Nynx.
Why have you come to run when this place is cursed?
We're in search of the mermaid.
A fool's errand. Wasting your time. You'll never find her. Okashi and his men have her hidden.
We know she's hidden. And we're aware of the danger, but we're not here to necessarily save her.
Are you here to make it worse? Look at me, wherever you are. Come closer. He opens his eyes a little bit.
Nynx hops up on his knees.
Oh, dang.
It's clear before that he's completely blind.
Yeah.
He opens his eyes, and his eyes are like a ugly reddish brown, same color as your blood in your canteens. I made it worse. I cursed at the Fey Queen. From the bow of my vessel, I said things my mother would slap me for. I said about the Fey Queen. She struck me blind immediately.
Did you ever think to ask for forgiveness?
You think we haven't? Every night, every morning, every afternoon, begging for salvation. The sea god Neocles, he'll do nothing either. No one will do anything. We're lost.
I think it has to do with the mermaid and the fact that she kind of got herself caught.
I don't know what you mean.
I don't know what it means either. I just know that the Fey Queen is mad at the mermaid and mad at some of y'all, or upset because she doesn't think that y'all have tried to help her. But I'm trying to figure out why the mermaid got herself caught.
You know how many men we've lost trying to find that mermaid? Put her back in the sea to undo all of this? You want to know how many ships we've lost?
I'm pretty sure it's a lot. And I'm sorry for that.
We'll find it, old man.
I just pray you don't make it worse.
And we'll make them pay.
We don't plan on making it worse.
I say I'm like holding this axe, like Thoradin's blood is starting to boil a little bit.
Well, if you do make it worse, damn you, straight to the deep. Leave me be.
Gillian keeps walking.
Shrimp Stomp's getting more and more worried as he sees the toll that it's taken on everything.
So I'm still carrying Moonshadow, right?
Until you say otherwise, yeah.
All right.
He protested at first, but after a few hours, he seemed to. He didn't say anything, but you can feel that he's maybe a little grateful. So the ruins of this huge seawall go past the beach. It meets the cliffs, and you see that the town begins actually on top of these cliffs and goes over the seawall. So As you get even closer, you see there's a big crack in the cliffs and a very obvious path that goes through this crack and up. So you actually access the town by moving through the cliffs and up on top of them. You go ahead and keep going.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mr. Greycloak, I assume he's still with us.
Yes, he's still with you.
Who is this Okashi?
Well, this is my first time being here, but from what I've heard that led me to this place, Okashi is a mean son of a bitch. He rules a gang of, I would call them pirates, but they call them sea bandits out here for some reason. When things in Ronwin started going so badly, a criminal element started taking over, getting more brazen. People were so downtrodden, just step on him and take what you want, I guess. I've just heard that he's laid many a man low into a watery grave. As you're going up that cliff path, you see there's several little alcoves and places, and one you saw something like this in Malar, a relief carved into the cliff face that's been sheared away to be kind of flat and nice, with some words on it in a language you don't know, and it shows a very, very tall, skinny figure. It's probably Neocles, the sea god, and it has smashed this dragon-like eel creature on the ground and has torn it in two.
Well, that's really impressive.
Aye. What is that? Do you know?
Not 100% sure, but I think
As you're going up this winding, there's all these alcoves and spaces, and you see one where there's a group of men around a big boulder, nice round boulder, and some of them have these big poles in the ground, like pry bars to move them. And there's another group of men up there kind of arguing with them. They've stopped working. Some of them are speaking in a language that you're not aware of. These people are a slightly different ethnicity than the people of Ramos, which are a melting pot, but still. And the picture on this is a long, slender, very tall figure coming out of the water that looks like depictions of Neocles, the sea god that you've seen before. And it's smashing this dragon-like eel creature on the ground and tearing it apart. And on the bottom, it has some text in a language you don't know. On the top, it has in the language of Ironar. It basically describes the sea god defeating the shore god and casting him into the sea. And so you head up. Yeah. So unlike Malar, which is a very small village with just these wicker and post constructions, small buildings made of stone are set upon little terraces set into the cliff. And all the people there kind of do look at you curiously, but with like fear, almost. Like, I'd rather not talk to them just in case something else bad happens. Under the eaves of all these houses are little sculptures that kind of give you an idea of a fey creature, and little wooden plaques that are praising the Fey Queen. Yeah, please deliver us, please. We're sorry. Things like that. And, a group of kids, like, stare at all of you from around the corner in an alley, just kind of huddled together, worried. And when you get too close, they run off. And you do see, it becomes a very clear kind of path of winding stairs. And when you end up on top of that seawall, you see further down, there's more of this town, and it wraps around into an actual harbor in the distance where large ships could actually anchor. And there's a decent sized town, just surrounding this harbor. And the whole thing must be Ronwin.
Well, that's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Same.
I mean, compared to Ramos, it's a speck.
Yeah.
But Malar was a tiny little fishing village. This place has probably whaling going on. So, as you look down at this town with your new friend Eversayer Greycloak, you ponder what you've seen and what the hell you're going to do next to achieve any of your goals. And of course, far beyond this might be the shipwrecks that you wanted to look at. But we'll have to pick up on that next time. Thank you very much for listening to us.
You can follow us on Twitter and X at Goblin House ST.
You can also follow us on Snapchat and TikTok at Goblin House Studios.
You can follow us on Facebook at Goblin House Studios, and also we now have a Twitch that is also Goblin House Studios.
No S.
Goblin House Studios, sorry.
And please always like, subscribe, download, auto-download, things like that. That is what counts for us in order to monetize and do even more podcasts for you. So please do so.
Thank everybody.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.